When I first came to Ramate, I felt like I was in a different world. So dry, so desolate. World Vision works in many places, the most remote areas, but this one was one of the toughest to reach.
Both of these women, Nomojin and Terrion, they were ready for us to follow them. They are leaders, they are strong, and they wanted the world to know their story.
Remember me? Yeah. Good to see you again. This is my friend Lindsay.
Nice to meet you.
I didn't want to go to
You have to go through the forest and then up the side of the mountain and
anak tadi yo ini.
We climbed up the mountain.
wake up.
And how many calories?
Calories, let's see. Got 231.
Almost exactly, 236.
All right.
So the reason that we're checking our smartwatches is because we had this idea to help shine a spotlight on this burden of women and girls in hauling water. So our idea was, because so many people have smartwatches or smartphones and they track their calories and their steps and their miles, we thought, what if we put smartwatches on African women and track them as they walk for water?
That's brilliant.
And what we found is in this community, they were walking 10 miles for water. And so that's why I wanted to bring you to see this walk that we're having to do for clean water.
Well, and after training for half and full marathons, to pay attention to everything from heart rate to caloric burn, VO2 max, all this stuff, it's really incredible to see, even just like we're saying, kind of heart rate levels and what's happening as we walk. So it'll be interesting to see as we go.
And that mountain still looks a long ways away.
Yeah. So, well, let's go.
Let's go.
I've seen a lot of women over a decade of this work, that a lot of women are carrying water on their heads, on their necks, on their backs, and it's just destroying their joints and their muscles, their bodies, their vertebrae.
These women have had miscarriages, walking 9 months pregnant up the side of the mountain. These women have given birth in the middle of the wilderness, and all they have is their friends to help them. That is no way of life.
So I got 4 miles and 500 calories.
400? Yeah, I'm at 478.
478.
Yep. What's your heart rate at?
103.
105.
All right. Just in sub-Saharan Africa, women and girls spend a cumulative 200 million hours a day doing this, hauling water.
So in 24 hours, women lose 200 million hours.
200 million hours. There is no development without clean water. Water is essential for health, for nutrition, because you need water to grow nutritious crops. And kids miss school when they're hauling water every day, or if they're sick from having dirty water. Women who have to spend long hours hauling water, they don't have time to pursue livelihoods. We're here. We're 5.55 miles in, so we made it.
Made it.
Good job. You were strong.
Thank you. Yeah. Thank you for getting us here. We started at 9, and it's 1 o'clock.
So
for 5 miles.
We walked across the riverbed, across the forest, across several dry riverbeds, and about 700 feet up this mountain. And LDR, this is the bad part. This is the water.
Yeah, when we crossed over here and they started putting their cans down, I said, "This is it," and they were like, "Yeah." The weight of this is ridiculous.
Each of those weighs 44 pounds, so they are.
How's your neck right now?
I just thought, how are we gonna get home? And I knew in that moment, they have been telling us all day, we're here to show you the struggle. We're here to show you the suffering so that other women never have to suffer again.
We're being really careful now as we move the jerry cans down the side of the hill. The women were telling me we have to pay attention to the elephants because there's a herd of elephants all through here alongside the hills, which means around the corner and below there could be more elephants. So we just need to take our time to make sure that we're safe.
When I asked Nomagene and Terrion what was the hardest part about this walk, they said that all that they think about is their children. And I said, what about your children? And they said, well, the smallest ones we have strapped to our chests, but the rest of them are just at home. And we don't know if they're okay. We don't know if they're safe. We don't know if they're eating, if they're drinking. And they also pointed out that there are thorns in these trees, that the kids could get hurt, and they didn't know how they are, and they're gone for hours at a day, you know? And they just said, we have to get back to our kids, that from sunrise to sunset, it's all about their kids.
Thank you.
Thank you.
We did it. We did it.
Thank you.
No,
Asante.
Yeah. Asante.
Yeah, high fives. Asante.
all right.
Oh, we made it. Here, we gotta stop our watches, right?
Oh, so yeah,
Stop the watch.
10.5 miles, 1,600 calories.
There it is.
And let me see.
7 hours, 43 minutes. Never again, right? Strong women, strong world. Amen. Can we have some water? Yeah. Ashe ole. Yeah. Yep. Ah.
So good. We can easily solve this crisis if we have the will to do so. You know, since 2000, we've provided more than 2 billion people with access to clean water. Now, there's still 700 million left to solve the global water crisis, but we've come much further than the way that we have to go now to finish the job.
So why not? Why not invest in a future of hope and life? Because this is our world. This is our future. This is our chance. Please join us. Please help us end this long walk for water.